Let's go. All right, now. Guess who? Ooga booga.
Now I'm bad.
The unknown. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, what can I say, everyone? Let's get to killing. I'm watching my sister's TV over here, too. She's got some supernatural going on. That's smart. Or what I like to call the Winchester Gospel. It was preached of in one place and put to fit and realized by another, so that all of you can pick up the signs and see to being getting yourself ready for Judgment Day. What should be literal and what should be metaphorical? Because, like, for example, when people read the Bible, we got like either one or the other, but never, you know, it's all literal. No, it's all metaphorical. No, actually, it's the fact that you need to decipher which is metaphorical and which is quite literal. I mean, if you really think that the four horsemen are coming and riding up in our world and on actual horses, no, that is metaphor. But trust you and me, man, when you see these horsemen ride up on their respective rides, you'll know. You know, like the horsemen of war riding along on a red Mustang. Yeah, it is still quite a bit on the nose. Yep. What is to be taken literally as we see, okay, like, there's so many things, like from the false prophet and all that. That is also taken care of in Supernatural, as we'll see what was once a scribe of God becomes someone trying to emulate God, or as he even himself put it, he was just pretty much rehashing God's greatest hits. You know, he was playing, he ends up playing the role of the false prophet, you see. And the one who would, as well as, like, you know, doubling up for things like the one who would proclaim himself as God and all that. a lot of things that get addressed, and give you an example of a hint on as to what to take literally and what to take metaphorically, because there's a bit of both in there. You can't have one or the other. It's a bit of both. Well, okay, I gotta get on with it. Yeah. I did a lot of preaching in my day in Second Life. And as you can see on my channel, I don't mean to. I don't start off the day going, I wonder what I'll preach about today. It just ends up coming out of me. Because somebody has to say it. And honestly, I've seen a lot of things, from Christianity to atheism to agnosticism, a lot of things that proverbially has been crossing my desk lately. And if I didn't know any better, I'd say that another holy wars is starting. I swear to God. But let me tell you something. I do believe there's a God. And even if he were to give me irrefutable evidence that he or she does exist, that's not the problem. The problem is I got beef with this God and how he operated. No, we're not going to see eye to eye. No, I'm not going to follow him. I guess I'm just destined for destruction or damnation, because no, I'm not following the guy. I don't like how he operates. Let me put something like this to you to let out flat out where I stand. You have to be saved to go to heaven. In order to go to hell, all you have to be is yourself. Ha! Think about that. What God thinks about women, and what God thinks about being gay, and all this and that bullshit. No, I'm not. We are not friends. As for me and Jesus, I see no fault in that man. He is the most perfect living human to have ever lived, and honestly, it would be hard to be an antichrist, because you would have to be against Christ, and freaking love the guy. He's awesome. The only time he ever pitched a fit was for damn good reason. He was going to stand by for that crap. And for those who truly believe, and those who would follow him, he stuck up for them. Jesus is awesome. I have nothing against the guy. It's his father that I have beef with. Or at least I would, except, new things have come up. The agnostic view that Yahweh is not the true God. And that Jesus came from a completely different God, the one true God, who is all loving and all benevolent and so on. And that Yahweh has been lying to all of you, proclaiming himself as the one and only true God, while committing having man commit in his name a shit ton of reprehensible acts. Now, if this were true, that would mean that some prophecies already came true, that the Antichrist will rise up and take, command of every nation, which a lot of, from Jehovah's Witnesses, Christianity, it would hold great authority over nations, and it would proclaim itself as God. So as you can see, if all this were true, what the hell do you think that Yahweh did? He rose up, claimed his way to fame and power, and had arose in the in the culture of God's people, proclaiming himself as God. Basically, you might as well have been at the very steps of the Jerusalem temple and declare himself God, because he came goddamn close to that. Might as well just cinch it, right? So, yeah. I might not even have beef with Jesus' father if we've all been lied to. Which also brings up to the very fact that the Jehovah's Witnesses are following the wrong guy. They're pretty much following what was supposed to be middle management for God, but ultimately went rogue. Which would make a lot of I'm not going to say Jehovah anymore. I'm sorry. Yahweh's witnesses to be false prophets. But they didn't even know that. They swore that they were following the right God. Damn, you know how much that even pisses me off even more? I had some good people. I've known some good people who were Jehovah's Witnesses, and, they were just trying to do the right thing. They want to be good, right by God, right? Problem was, it was the wrong God. This was the God that was lying to everybody and proclaiming himself as God. That's infuriating. So yeah, when I say I have a problem with God, I'm talking about Yahweh in particular, that guy. That guy in particular. I don't like him. And to be quite frank with you, looking at Yahweh as more of a war god makes a lot more sense than him being depicted as all loving. You gotta be kidding me with that one. As a war god, he makes way more sense now, as, a lot of his tactics would be used in warfare. Or just straight up politics. Like demonizing the opposition, demonizing and dehumanizing the opposition, turning them into liars or devils. How many times have we seen that in politics and know what's up with that? Oh, shit. Now I see you. That was stupid. Wow. How you doing? Hang tight now. Oh, and then there's the, speaking of the Winchester Gospel, a more honest take on what God would be like if God was amongst us, and it's Chuck. And let me tell you something. It seems very oddly accurate. It's hard to explain that one, but it feels very oddly accurate enough to the point of being scary, isn't it? And the people that work with him from the very that's the Metatron to the very Metatron, which, you know what? That was a very moving performance of him talking about, like, tears coming from his fucking eyes about how he was chosen amongst all the other people. Amongst all the other people in the room, God chose him to be a scribe. Him. Lowly little him. Only for him, God to tell him, you were just in the room. Now, did God say that because it was true, or just to say anything he could to make it sting a little more? I'm just asking, right? Point being, that felt, you could feel that. The honor that he felt being chosen by God, and the crushing revelation that it still meant nothing. You know, I felt that. I don't know about you, but I felt the Metatron's pain. I felt that. And how, like Lucifer, the Winchesters ended up becoming God's favorites, only for that to go south. Which only proves that when you're chosen as God's favorite, just consider yourself already done for. Because when you're God's favorite, he'll always love to toy with you first. Like any of his other playthings. Except now you're his favorite toy. Fantastic. And when you know the truth, that becomes more of a frustration than a honor. Like, oh, fuck. What did I do to deserve that? I mean, even Job, look at what he got put through because he brought him before the court of heaven as blameless. But nah, you know, he still had to go and prove a point through him. Why not? You know, you could always say, nah, fuck off, you know, telling me about how just because he's only loyal just because he's under a hedge of protection of God and whatever. I'm not gonna listen to you. Get out of my court. Nah. He was, yeah, let's go ahead and fuck with him. And we'll see who's right. Placing all bets. Are you serious? It's the end for one. No way. You didn't think that was... What? Gotcha. How you doing? Ashy Slashy's gonna get it. Here we go. Hang tight. You're doing great. It's all in the hips. Shit. This way. So, this place is a maze. I'm lost as hell. I swore it was over here somewhere. She was literally hiding behind one of my clones. That was actually pretty clever. Boom! Oh. Uh-oh. There's another exit I need to reach. Time to die. One got deaded. No, that's two, because one got sacrificed, apparently. Yeah. Alright.
I need help. Help us.
Ooh, cool. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Hold on. There. Keep playing and zip it. Option. There. for some more uninterrupted supernatural goodness. Be golden interrupting the Winchester Gospel with a buck. Yeah. How disrespectful. What? Shit. Yeah. Boo. I noticed it was like the "Are you still there?" treatment, so I chose the "Keep playing and zip it" option. Interrupting the Winchester Gospel is just plain and intolerable. Mm. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. And that's the mojo that we're feeling now. Wow. Oh, me and the Great Pumpkin were in sync for a sec there. That was cool. Yeah. See, the Great Pumpkin agrees. And you see, only here, and only here on my channel is where you will see the original, the one and the only Great Pumpkin. Yeah. If you see anyone else imitate this particular style or ape this particular style, I have no idea because almost nobody watches it. So it's like, it's not like they copied me, right? But except no substitute, this is the one and the original Great Pumpkin. No substitute. No substitute. Except no substitute. Yeah. How's it doing? Surprisingly well, no shit. I've been actually pretty crazy with it. What did you bring me? Kitty kibble. Ah. Okay. All right. That way. Ah, shit. What'd I do with it?
And continue to keep it in.
Aha. Haha. While I'm stand here inspired by the Winchester Gospel, it's beautiful, it is. And a lot of, like, for example, the original death that they meet in Supernatural was great. The one that takes his place left me wanting. I don't know. I guess I liked the original death. He had a kind of certain air about him. And he was another perfect example of a lot of deities that spend their time here in the mortal world end up really liking the foodstuffs. Oh, yeah.
I think that's what they just did to soften me up the food stuff. He's licking the shit out of my arm. Tenderizing.
He's gonna eat you.
Like 3 kisses now.
I believe it. With me, he's just already started with the brains.
Oh god.
And he's gonna eat my brains. Very slowly, scrape it like sandpaper until there's nothing left.
That's what he's trying to do to Tinker, too.
That's funny as hell. Yeah. I tried to have Ninja on my shit list, but that cute little fucker. Start to stay mad at you.
Right?
I guess maybe I am a sucker. Oh, there's a tater tot. You're just in time. You're so very cute. Tater, tater, tater tot, tater tot. Oh, tater, tater tot. Tater tot. Cute little tater tot. He likes his pot. That little tater tot. You're so cute. He's very cute. Oh, tater tot. Oh, now he runs away. Well, all right, I'm going with it. Hemorrhaging, mangled, and broken. That's how the executioner will leave you. I see Mr. Hope here. Hi there. Aww. Actually, before we start this match, let me show you guys something. Now, usually the rule with behavior interactive is no kids, right? All right. Well, I got a couple rebuttals so far, and it is Sadako and the Chatterer. Yep, the Chatterer was only a mere boy when he was transformed, not a man. And as for the Sadako argument, how she's from Ringu and not the ring, has almost nothing to do with like the tropes that she picked up, you know, in the ring. But when you look at all of how the audio works, is more online with the American The Ring than Ringu, you see. And unlike in Ringu, in the ring, she very much was a poor innocent little girl that got thrown down a well. So that's two kids. Probably the only examples, perhaps, but it still breaks that rule of no kids, doesn't it? Which is why you guys keep catching me saying stuff like Sadako's vengeance is justified. Because, yeah, in the American version, it very well fucking is. You know, if the adoption ain't working out, fine, give her back. Give her a chance to maybe find a different home that might work out. No, don't throw her down the fucking well. What's wrong with you? So she totally deserves her revenge. Her death was needless. I totally feel bad for her. She had it bad. Oh, and I finally started to realize why you will die in 7 days. I bet that when she got tossed down that well, she was broken and bleeding and paralyzed, but she was still alive, for it would take, and only to take her seven days to die, actually finally die. Well, shit, that just makes her disposition even worse, doesn't it? It's fucked up, man. Seriously. You think you have it bad? Imagine what her 7 days were like. Fuck. Just an absolute perpetual agony, that's what. Dude. Alright. I don't know, I had to get that out of the way before I went any further. You know, this whole no kids thing, don't let it fool you. There's at least a couple of kids as an example as to their tragic fates and why they're here now. The Chatterer. Oh, not only was he a mere boy when he died, he was gay, but he also, because he was lived on the streets and all that, he was a gay prostitute at his age. Until, of course, he started seeking more experiences of the flesh, comes across the lament configuration, and here we find him now as the Chatterer. But trust you and me, he was not a man when he died. And I don't think becoming the Chatterer or becoming a Cenobite quite changed that. This, little things, that, like, definitely when you look into it enough, definitely break the rules. Actually, you know what? Skirt, speaking of, just deserves. Yeah. Let's let Sonico have a little fun with someone. Arise from your grave and attach his little camera. Very good. Go get him. What you up to? Although I see, I think I see, you're teaching. Oh. Teach him how to flush. Good kitty. At least I hope. Hey. How you doing?
So there was an episode a long time ago when I was watching Supernatural where the dude liked babies. And sometimes when I think about it, like I was just down in bathroom going, for some reason I was all, we like babies tonight. We like babies tonight. Fucking weird. That's what I thought of. We like babies tonight.
Eat the babies.
Eat the babies.
Yeah. Baby food.
Yeah, I don't know what episode it was, but yeah, the dude was like holding babies. And Sam had to fight that demon away from the babies. And so I'm on the toilet. I love this. Weird.
Ooh, they all have escape cakes. And you get a cake, and you get a cake, and you get a cake. They all got cake. It's cool how she doesn't even have to be manifest to affect something other than the survivors. Whoa. Whoa. And this way she goes. Yeah. Start the attack chase. Yeah. Gotcha. Choke. Yeah. This way. Now. Yeah. Whack. Ashy Slashy's next. Yeah. There's that haunted toilet. So seriously, you see that? I mean, just what is the backstory to that? What is the horrendous backstory for this mysterious toilet? I see you. Son of a bitch. They're right there. Shit. And there goes the exit doors. Gotcha. Snap. Hey, we gotta kill. Mangled. Ow. That's still wacky one. Yeah, that's everyone. Sweet. Sadago got to kill someone. Feel better now? See how many things we can equate to supernatural. We already have a Wendigo in play. What else? Like, for example, what would be a stand-in for the woman in white? Little things. I don't think we have a werewolf. Dolls, of course. My mushroom zombie. Mushroom zombies. I'll be the one person who's not growing a stalk out of his head and shit, because I knew better. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Giving the mushrooms way too much trust. And then it will be like in Soviet Russia. It will be the mushroom that consumes you, yeah. Where are the way? We're gonna have to cut it here, and I shall return.